The gaming industry has changed, and if you don't feel it, then you're living under a rock or you're just playing ignorant. I can't decide if it's because I'm getting older or because the industry actually changed. I keep asking myself that every time I boot up an older game. Maybe it's the nostalgia talking. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't care. Maybe gaming really doesn't feel the same anymore. A lot of games nowadays are strictly co op, multiplayer, not really a story or campaign attached to it. I grew up in a time when on Friday night or on a Saturday, I'd be going to Blockbuster or Hollywood Video with my parents. I had a Nintendo 64. I'm an old man, mind you. I'm 31 years old. You'd walk through rows of games, movies that just hit the shelves, right? Hoping your game wasn't already rented out. Renting out Rayman 2, having to take it back, not beating it, and then coming back, hoping that that game cartridge had the save data that you had. That shit was crazy. Sometimes you'd pick up something you'd never heard of just because the cover art looked badass, like Turok. Half the time, maybe less, the game sucked, I'll admit it. But the other half, you accidentally found one of your favorite games of all time. Luckily for me, I've been very fortunate and blessed when I was growing up. I never had to rent a Zelda game coming out. I would buy it outright. I would have my parents, hook a brother up. I did really good in school knowing when, Zelda Ocarina of Time came out, Majora's Mask came out, The Wind Waker came out, Twilight Princess, the Wii came out. I locked in, but that feeling of discovering something completely blind going in, I don't think we really have that anymore. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. Elden Ring was a huge example. Honestly, I don't think Elden Ring is as good as people say it is. I'm an OG Dark Souls fan. Bro, say what you will, doggy. I think Dark Souls 2 is better than Elden Ring. The Elden Ring DLC is peak. Elden Ring Night Rain is peak. But Elden Ring base, starting it and finishing it is so annoying for me. There's some spots that I just fucking hate, bro. But part of me feels like a big reason why I didn't like Elden Ring was because before I was even able to play it, I couldn't go on social media, I couldn't go on YouTube, I couldn't go on TikTok without seeing gameplay, a rune cheese, a boss cheese, people fucking ruining the game. Yeah, you can skip it. I did skip everything I saw, but I still saw it, whether it was 1 second, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Back when there weren't YouTube walkthroughs, no Twitch, no Reddit chuds telling you that if a game was mid or not. No one uploaded the ending on release day. If you got stuck, you figured it out. Take a second to think about that. No help whatsoever. Maybe somebody in the family knew. Maybe your friend at school claimed they knew, but they were just capping. They didn't know a motherfucking thing about that game. You had a GameCube, PlayStation 1. They were stuck on like the Dreamcast or the Atari still. I don't know. You spent hours trying to find the way out of a video game because why not? There was no other option. You had to lock in. Maybe that's why a lot of people nowadays can't think for themselves or fucking problem solve for themselves or even live in the real world. Games actually influenced me, man, growing up. I went outside. I had friends. I played, I went out and played basketball at the park and shit. I just went out to go do some hooligan shit. But games can teach a motherfucker a thing or two. But the mystery in old games was part of the experience. Now a game launches, right? And within an hour, everyone already knows it's good or bad. One influencer says it's trash, 20 reaction videos appear, thousands of people repeat the same opinion without ever playing it. They cannot think for themselves, guys. It's weird how we've gone from discovering games ourselves to letting someone else's first impression become your own. And this is across everything, with music, with movies, with TV shows. Sometimes I wonder how many games I would have skipped as a kid if YouTube existed back then. The crazy part nowadays too is that some of my favorite games lately aren't even AAA titles. They're indie games. Smaller teams, smaller budgets, the Expedition 33s, the Mouse PIs for Hire, the Cuphead Studios, right? Same people. Somehow they have more personality and they're not so fucking bugged like AAA studios are. Indie devs are willing to take risks. Even if it's woke dog shit that nobody ever wants, they take that risk. They know they're gonna get made fun of by men, by real people that know that there's only two genders. Meanwhile, AAA games cost $80, sometimes over 100, with an early access bullshit, beta bullshit. Somehow they launched unfinished also. I know it's rare, and he does it on purpose for comedic relief. But bro, when I see Donkey play AAA games that are bugged out of their ass, it's hilarious because Donkey's a funny ass dude. But it's like, this game is $80. Assassin's Creed turned into NBA 2K, Madden, In a lot of cases, the newer Call of Duties. When the fuck did Assassin's Creed turn into that? Anyway, the competition between AAA games and indie developers is actually pretty healthy. I like it. I like the competition. One thing I do miss though, circling back, is renting games. Imagine if digital stores let you rent a game for 3 days, maybe 4 or 5, right? Pay 15 bucks, you beat it, you return it. I think it'd be pretty cool for players. But I also understand why publishers would never allow that, especially in this day and age. Yeah, we have demos, but I'm talking about like imagine a new Left 4 Dead came out. It's co-op based, right? You can solo it, of course, but if you want to get the co-op experience with friends, all 4 of you can't rent it and play it for a few days, beat it, post content out of it, because at the end you're going to return it, you're going to beat it, and it would destroy sales. I think it would destroy sales personally. I don't know. I'm not an expert on that. I see both sides on that perspective. But here's what I don't understand. Why are games so unbelievably expensive to make now? Budgets are in the hundreds of millions of dollars. Development takes anywhere between 6 to honestly fucking 8 to 10 years, dog. It's crazy. How? Games used to be made by a couple dozen people, minimum. I'm not saying developers are lazy. They're far from it. I'm just curious where all that money actually goes. When you see the end credits on a video game now, there are so many fucking hands involved in a video game I don't understand. Is it marketing? Is it the motion capture? Is it the new engines for the graphics? Is it the voice acting? Is it paying extra to include a certain community that wanted to add pronouns to Vidocs and video game showcases? I don't know. I'm just saying what a lot of us are thinking. And while we're asking questions, why does Call of Duty need 200 gigabytes? Like, honestly, why does it need 200 gigabytes to stay in an Xbox or PS5 with only 400 gigabytes of usable space? Yeah, you buy a 500 gigs is nothing in 2026, and it's fucking obnoxious. I have games with open worlds, fuck ton of NPCs, dialogue. Let's look at Warframe and let's look at Expedition 33, for example. They're a fraction of the size of Call of Duty. I shouldn't have to uninstall 3 games just to install 1 update. It's fucking atrocious. And let's not forget to mention the restart required for applying shaders. PC Call of Duty is so fucked, bro. Maybe this is just what getting older feels like. Maybe every generation thinks gaming peaked when they were kids, or maybe gaming really has shifted from being about discovery to being about algorithms, content, engagement, money, which is crazy that it's about money because a lot of these fucking AAA studios are failing. Either way, I still love games. I'm still having fun playing games now. As dead as Bungie and Sony are becoming, I am enjoying Destiny 2 post final update. I'm still enjoying Marathon, even though it's a fucking fentanyl-laced video game. I just miss when nobody knew what was around the corner. And that applies to video games. That applies to the internet leaking shit. I remember, dude, at this point, people will predict things and leak shit so much that on Nintendo Direct, when they announced the Ocarina of Time remake, I actually already knew to expect it because decent sources that leaked the previous shit in Nintendo were right. They leaked the Star Fox because he was an appearance in the Mario Galaxy movie. Small stuff like that. What do we get in spoiling shit for ourselves? Like, what do we really get? People will post shit online all the time spoiling stuff. Like, y'all should just not live on this planet. I'm being dead ass. Y'all should not have access to a phone or social media. I'm being dead ass. Anyway, that's all I got. I'll see you guys later.